You do not want to have hair on your vagina. That's nasty. Hair traps dirt, bacteria, product, and over time, not very long either, it smells. Vaginas are not meant to smell like flowers. However, they're not meant to smell like fish either. Once you start compromising on the little things, the little details concerning you, then you start compromising on everything. I am filming this on a Friday, so don't mind me. Friday for me is self-care day. So here I am chilling with some mommy juice, and I decided to talk with the girls. If you've been following me for a while or you know me personally, then you know I do not play about my self-care. If you're intentional about what you use on your skin, what you put into your body, and how you take care of your mind, your body, and your spirit, this video is for you. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Shan. In this video, I'll be sharing must-haves for feminine women. And even if you're not quite there yet and you're just getting there, it could be that you're a young lady trying to grow into yourself, or it could also be that you're just trying to find your way back home to self and you want to show up as your best self physically. Let's start from the top. A feminine woman need to practice proper hygiene. I don't have a specific conditioner or a shampoo that I would recommend, simply because we all have different hair types and we all require different things. I would recommend that you do your research based on what you personally need and speak with a professional. However, regardless of what that looks like, what brand, what particular products, you need to have clean hair. We cannot be walking around here calling ourselves soft and feminine with funky hair. That's a no. Let's talk skincare. I do have a couple of favorites. However, I could do another video sharing my skincare favorites, but this is just a general one. You need to have a good facial cleanser. Even if you're not the 30-step person, a good facial cleanser, a good toner to deep clean your pores. You also need a good hydrating serum or cream, both lovely, but if you can only do one, I would say go with the cream. SPF. You need sunscreen. No matter what they tell you, no matter what race you are, you need SPF. Thank me later. Also invest in a good lip balm. It is good to get one that has SPF also. Let's talk shower routine. When it comes on to this, I operate a boot camp. There are things that are just no compromise. I'll give you a list of things that I use. You don't have to, but like I said, I run a tight ship. A dry brush. Many of you might have never used one, but when I tell you it is a game changer. Like exactly what it says is what it is. You use it when you're dry. You use it to exfoliate your skin. Baby, thank me later. Exfoliating gloves or a loofah. I personally do not use rags. I haven't used a wash rag in years. Get a good body scrub. There are so many that you can choose from. You can find some that have smaller grains, so it's not as harsh on your skin. This isn't something that you use every day, especially if you're using a dry brush and all the things that I use. This can be a twice for the week thing, but that also is a game changer for your skin. You do not have to. I know there are a lot of people that uses a bar soap and they use the shower gel. I use my bar soap occasionally. You can, it does give you a better clean if you have the time to use the bar soap to get rid of the germs first. Then if you're going to use all of these things, it is important to get a shower gel that is moisturizing, because if we're going to be exfoliating and cleansing, it is important to return some of that moisture to your body. As far as body care, body oils, I love the one from Vaseline. I think it is cocoa butter. I love that one. I use that after I apply my moisturizer or my lotion. Speaking of lotion, you also need to get a really good lotion that, again, really moisturizes your skin. One of my favorite lotions to use is Eucerin. That's my go-to lotion. It's not scented, it just does a phenomenal job. And so that's what I apply first, and then I go in with my Vaseline or whatever body oil that I am using. As a feminine woman, it is important that when you leave home, even if you're not leaving home, it is important to be polished. It doesn't mean that you're going to be that way all the time. It doesn't mean you're always going to be in the mood to do everything, but it is important for you to develop a routine that most days you know that this is a part of my life. If you got to get up 15 minutes earlier, 20 minutes earlier, you know these things I cannot compromise on. Once you start compromising on the little things, the little details concerning you, then you'll start compromising on everything, your job, your relationships, your standards, everything. So build a routine and stick to it. Vaginal care. The lady. It is important to keep her shaved, waxed, whatever it is that you use, hairless. I'm not trying to hair it. I don't care unless you're one of those people, I don't know what they call themselves, but you do not want to have hair on your vagina. That's nasty. Hair traps dirt, bacteria, product, and over time, not very long either, it smells. So unless your intention is to smell, I don't know. But yeah, no. As far as washing, you can just use water. If you're trying to use a product, ensure that whatever you use does not have a smell, and read it to ensure that whatever is in it is natural. Ladies, I should not have to say this, but I will because I've heard it so many times. Vaginas are not meant to smell like flowers. However, they're not meant to smell like fish either. So if it smells fishy down there, if it smells raw, if it smells funky, something is wrong. We're not expecting it to smell like perfume, but it's not supposed to stink. That's not normal. That's not natural. And I cannot tell you the number of times that I've heard women say, it's supposed to, no, it's not. If it's stinky, you need to see a doctor. One of the most important things about taking care of yourself is you need a routine and you have to be consistent. There's no way you're going to expect to have good body odor if you don't practice showering on time, twice per day. And I'm not trying to hear it. Unless you're a baby, which I don't even subscribe to unless they're sick, 2 times daily is the minimum. Unless there's some extreme circumstances, the practice should be shower twice daily. I don't care how much activity you did not do. There is nothing wrong. You're not gonna get fined if you're not that dirty and you shower before bed. First of all, why would you want to take germs from the entire day into your bed? And why would you want to go outside not smelling your best, not feeling your best? Come on. Let's talk oral care. Very important. And that includes more than just brushing your teeth. You need to brush at least twice daily. There are different circumstances that require you brushing way more often. For example, if you've had candy, if you drink wine, especially red wine, if you eat food that tends to stain like curry and a bunch of other stuff, practice brushing your teeth right after. Take your toothbrush and a little bit of toothpaste with you. Floss your teeth every time you brush. Or if you feel there's something in it, go ahead and floss. Use your mouthwash. If you can, if you're able to, use a water pick. I recommend a water pick simply because there have been times when I brushed, when I flossed, and then when I used the water pick, I was embarrassed because I was like, okay, where was all that hiding? Where was all that stuck? So if you can use both the water pick and the floss, lovely. Oil pulling. I know a lot of people are not familiar with the term, but it's just pretty much swishing coconut oil in your mouth. It helps maintain good gum health. It helps to get rid of stains from your teeth and a bunch of other things. Feel free to do the research. Let's talk nails. Everyone does not have to wear nails, does not have to wear tips. I know sometimes it can be expensive, even though I did these myself. These are Gel-X nails, so I did these at home, but I get it. Everyone does not want to wear tips. Everyone doesn't like them. Everyone doesn't see the need for them, and that's fine. If you're wearing your natural nails, keep them short cut, or if you're growing them long, they require even more care. Trim them up, keep your hands clean, exfoliate your hands, use some cuticle oil. Ensure that your hands are always moisturized. If you don't go to the salon for a pedicure, you can do a pedicure at home. All you need to do is soak your feet in some water. You can purchase one of those little scrubs on Amazon to get all the callus off and clean up your toenails. Ideally, it would be good if you would go and let someone do it for you professionally. But let's say you don't have the time or you don't have the money to do that right now. That's not an excuse for you to be walking around with dirty toenails and dirty feet. You can do something yourself. Take your vitamins and supplements if needed. Take your biotin for hair, nails, and skin. If you need iron, whatever it is that your body requires, make that a part of your self-care, a part of your skincare routine. Last but not least, let's talk toiletry bag. I've had one of those ever since I was in high school, I think. My mom gave me a little pouch and she's like, every lady needs one of these. Wherever you see me, trust, my toiletry bag is nearby. What's funny to me is whenever I've been out with friends, if they need something, they think that thing is in my bag. There are some things that you just don't miss when you leave home. Like for example, you must always have sanitary napkins on hand. Even if you're not on your cycle, you might be able to help another female and you might forget to put it in there on your cycle. If you're always ready, you don't have to get ready. Lotion or moisturizer. I use serum sticks because they're smaller and easier to pack. A toothbrush, a travel toothbrush and a travel toothpaste are a must. Also, if you can, pack a travel size mouthwash. You may never know when that might come in handy. Always have a floss or two in your toiletry bag. Safety pins. Don't ask. I've had those days. Wardrobe malfunction. Nothing else I can do but safety pin it. It's also good to have basic painkillers in your toiletry bag. It's not a need if you don't take medication, but again, it might not be for you, but it might be able to help someone else. Wipes, toilet paper, lip gloss, or lip balm. I know usually we expect to have one. There have been many times when I left the house, searched the pockets of my bag, no lip gloss, no lip balm. Toiletry bag to the rescue. There are a number of things that you can add to your toiletry bag, but if you're trying to go basic and small, then those are must-haves. There are so many more things that I could share as far as things that you must have, but that's all I'll share for this video. I might do a follow-up sharing even more. Comment down below, let me know if you want to see a part 2 to this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. I hope that you learned a thing or two and I do look forward to having you in the next video. Bye!